Hello. This is another off the cuff. It's been a little while. Sorry about that. We're at the end of April, and I realized somebody asked me the first thing I'd want to do when we're out of isolation. And my first thought was, I want to hug everybody I love. And I know I probably can't do it, but I had this imagination of like just packing up my car and driving to hug everybody that I've missed, which should be all over the country, and I'm gonna have to leave the country for some of the people. But I hope you're well. I hope you're safe. I hope you're sane, and I hope this helps a little. This next one is a story sent by a friend of mine, and again, it's an off-the-cuff reading, so I haven't prepared or learned, and any errors are mine. Forgive me. And with that, let's see. It's a conversation that's about how things like this have been handled before. And for the younger listeners, I was going to say readers, there are no pictures. I'm so sorry. I don't know if you can see, but there's just some emojis with lots of love. So here goes. And it begins with a conversation between a grandmother and a granddaughter. Grandma, how can I live with this quarantine? The grandmother answers, my granddaughter, quarantine is a special, mysterious, and sacred period. In my day, newborn children could not leave the house until after, I botched that. In my days, newborn children could only leave the house for the first time after their 40th day of life. The first 40 days are a period of waiting and preparing for a new life in the world. It is the period that produces a great change. And the granddaughter says, and how do you prepare for this change? The grandmother replied, with simple, genuine, and loving actions. Every morning, comb your long hair with dedication and untie all the knots, even the most hidden ones that you have always neglected. It is time to put all the knots in the comb. Then dedicate yourself to untangling even your beloved one's skeins. That should probably be skeins. With patience, you will try to find the end of the skein, the exact starting point of your loved one's threads. Already with these simple but powerful actions, you will create order outside and inside of you. Undoing physical knots with your hands will begin to touch your internal knots. The granddaughter replied, after undoing the knots, what can I do, Grandma? Her grandmother replied, remove all the parts of you that are no longer fertile. In many funeral rites of ancient peoples, it's believed that the deceased leaves the body entirely on the 40th day after their death. In these 40 days, my granddaughter, cut your hair. Eliminate clothes you have not worn for a long time or that you no longer want to use. Open the windows of your home. Open them well to let the stale air out, to cultivate new thoughts by abandoning the old, dedicated to creating new habits, new customs, new traditions. Grandmother, I'm afraid that after this isolation, nothing will change. Man quickly forgets. Grandmother replied, how others will react to this quarantine is none of your business. Make a commitment to change and not forget. Make sure this storm shakes you up so much that it completely revolutionizes your life. Oh, at the end, there's a credit. Sorry. This is by Elena Bernabe from Indigenous Peoples Cultures, April of 2020. Oh, there's a picture. Hold on, let me see if I can make it bigger. There is a picture at the very end. I don't know if you can see it. Well, that was the off the cuff. I hope you find it fun or interesting or distracting or calming or a nice bedtime story. I miss you all. Sending love and hugs and hoping we find the things that make life work well coming out of this soon.